Hey everybody, it's Gail from Gail's Bookish Things. Welcome back to day 26 of July Journaling Joy. Today I want to just pop in here to encourage everybody to use the pouches. So in the beginning of my junk journaling journey, which morphed into a traveler's notebook journaling journey, all kinds of journeys going on, I accumulated too much stuff to hold in just one little area. That's just kind of the nature of it, I think. I love the idea of just having everything all in one little handy journal where it would just be wherever I was in the house, or if I decided to take it with me on a trip or something, everything would be there. But it just doesn't work because I do too many different kinds of things for everything to be contained in one journal. Now, one thing that this has done for me is to help me realize where my interests tend to go, or where my interests lie primarily. So in other words, some of this stuff I don't use as frequently as other parts of it. The other day I showed you my pouch and the little mini pouches within the pouch, and those are probably the things that I use the most. But I also have these that need to be organized too. So it has helped me to store in the bottom of my IKEA cart. I use that bottom tray or shelf to just kind of have these in a file type format, almost like a book on a library shelf, just where I can see exactly what's there and I can grab what I need. Sometimes you get pouches as gifts. Sometimes you buy them because they're cute. Sometimes they come with something that you're already purchasing. I have one other one I forgot to add to this. So let's just talk about these a minute, and this may help you put to use some of the pouches you have at home if you have several, like I did at one point, and I still do, but some of these I have recently obtained and they have a purpose. But sometimes that stuff is just sitting there and like, what do I do with this? I don't really need it, blah, blah, blah. So I'm wondering if I should add, let me grab this other thing. We'll just throw this in the mix. So let's start with the back. This is a pouch that our library district gave out with a reading program. I don't know if it's when I did it or when one of my kids did it, but this has been super handy for storing ephemera pieces. So when I'm doing decorating some journal pages, whether it's Bible journaling or my regular journaling, I have lots of things stuck in here. I also have a pouch that my friend Sherry sent some stuff in, and I use that within this pouch just to keep it contained so I know where my ephemera is. I also have another one I forgot to show. It's a snap pouch from Sherry as well. So it doesn't really matter, but those have been really good. Well, I'll go ahead and grab it. Hang on. Sorry to step away, but I do want to show you because this is in my pouch world. So I keep all my there's that big hard word for me, printable stickers in here. And I keep them separate from most of my other ephemera, probably because it's on a bigger page, and this just helps me keep it somewhat findable and not all mutilated. If I crammed it in here, they would get wrinkled. And then this pouch came with some, I think my daughter gave me, yeah, it's Crabtree and Evelyn. There were some like lotions and things that she gave me for Mother's Day nail polish a few years back. I keep my phone charger in here. Typically, it's not in here now, and my little IV camera thing that I'll print a picture occasionally for my journaling when we've done something that I want to photograph and commemorate. I like this. This was just kind of like a thing that came with the stuff, but I like the structure of it. It's just a vinyl. But it zips really well. This little pull has come off a few times. I think I bent down that thing enough to keep it on there, but I still really like that handy size and the substance of it. It holds its own. That resonates with me quite well. This pouch was a Christmas gift, and we had a little family drawing with the extended family. I had it in the car for a while. We used to have a big blue 15-passenger van. It's no longer with us, very sad. But this kind of reminded me of that. And I had it in the van as what we call an emergency bag. So we'll have Q-tips, a nail clipper, nail file, a pin, aspirin, you know, something like that. But as my kids have gotten older, those things have not really been issues anymore. They know how to trim their nails and clean their ears now before church. So I don't have to do a last minute grooming of them before they're seen in public. Now, if they're ungroomed, it's a reflection on themselves, not on me. So that's how I look at that. This is the pouch that I keep all my watercolor type supplies in. Medium, mixed media. I think that's the word I want. So I have a little, this is just a little watercolor thing. The Neo colors, if you're not familiar with these, can be used dry, or you can activate them with water. They're water soluble. And I just realized this is the Caran d'Ache brand, however you pronounce it. Anyway, I have a ink sample from my friend Kim with that. And then I have lots of nice watercolor pencils. So I just don't use the watercolor, water-based stuff real often. I have a lot of fun with it when I do. So storing it, however, down where it's handy, but sort of out of the way if I'm not using it in one of these pouches, is super convenient for me. This one was another gift from my fellow mother-in-law. I call her, her daughter and my son got married, and I greatly admire her. Her name's Susan. And anyway, she gave me this with some other items, and I keep all kinds of markers in here. Mostly these Crayola ones that I bought for the purpose of practicing hand lettering, you know, that calligraphy type, flowy, bouncy stuff. I don't do that regularly. I like it. I haven't committed myself to getting good at it, but every so often I want to do some of that on some of my journaling. So I know that if I grab this, that's where it is. And sometimes I can just tell if I've forgotten, just to feel it on that shelf, I can grab it and like, oh, yep, that's the markers. This one was a cash type pouch. I don't even remember where this came from, but a long time ago, our kids did a couple fun little homemade products they tried to sell at a farmer's market, and we use this for the cash, and it's just been hanging around forever. Very basic design. In fact, I'm looking at it and thinking if I could recreate this in my sewing experiments. This is like one zipper. Well, obviously it's one zipper, but how do they do that? It doesn't have an end. That's interesting. Something to contemplate. Anyway, this is where I keep all my stamps, cling stamps. So you put them on not a cylinder block, yeah, like patio building stuff. You put these on a acrylic block. Okay, that's a visual that would be very funny to try. Anyway, any of the cling stamps that I have go in here. Again, kind of come and go with this hobby. I was super into it when I first started Bible journaling, and I like the effect, but I am a person who generally goes towards the do things quickly. So unless I have a good chunk of time, I don't always take the time to stamp. But I do have fun with it when I do. And so I don't want to get rid of those. I have streamlined them a bit. I had some duplicates, I think, on some alphabet letters or something a while back. Anyway, that's where this is. Very handy, all contained in one spot. I used to have a notebook where they would file in like a, you know, a photo album, but they kept falling out of that, and it just was kind of getting on my nerves because they wouldn't stay in the pockets. So I thought I might as well just do this. This one I absolutely love. My same daughter that gave me this flowered one that you saw, this pink and white one, also gave this to me for a different Mother's Day. I love the fabric. This was from an Etsy shop. And I keep this. This is not journal related, but just an idea for pouches. I just keep this in my purse, and it's all those emergency type things that sometimes you might want, you know, Tylenol, or for me a lip color thing, a nail file, dental floss, or whatever. So, but it's so cute, and it looks really cute in my Fjällräven because the colors all work together. I love this pouch. I like this fabric. And let's see, then I have my Fjällräven pencil pouch, pen, pencil, whatever writing utensil pouch. I bought this when I was first in the fountain pen journey. I had a gift card from one of my sons, and I bought this, and I love the Fjällräven fabric. It's durable, it's sturdy, it just feels like it's going to hold up. The zippers are quality, and I keep a few extra pens in there when I'm not using them. Right now it's my Lamy pens and Kaweco pens. When I first started out, though, I had all my inked up pens in here. Everything was inked up, and it was always in here, and I would rummage through there and pick out what I wanted, and then I started to feel like I didn't like having that many inked pens at once. Just a quirky thing, but I like to have just a few and enjoy those, and then switch them out every so often. So I liked this, and I didn't feel like it was that expensive for a Fjällräven. I just got it off of Amazon, and it is a genuine one. So today I was at Dollar Tree with my youngest daughter, Courtney, and we just stopped in to pick up a few things, and I decided to look for a pouch. This was the best I could find. I think, you know, kind of comes and goes on what they have and if you like what's in stock. I thought the colors were pretty. I don't really like this silky, slick material. I like a rougher feel, generally, like these canvas type ones or leather. But this is what they had, and I thought, well, it was just $1, and so if it doesn't hold up, or if I end up not particularly liking it, next time I see something I like better, I can buy it. This was actually in the beauty supply stuff, and it's really cheaply made, but again, I could mimic the style. They just sewed the zipper there and cut it off, and it's sewn on the inside. Not a durable thing, and it may look too much like a makeup case, but I'm going to try it. And as I said that, I have another pouch up in my bathroom I just thought about. It has my initial on it. That could be, I could switch this out and use that one. I might actually do that, but just for the idea. So I talked about these. These are my gel highlighters. This particular brand came from Daily Grace Co. It's a website store. And these Mr. Pen sleek ones are from Amazon. And I was saying how this snapping and the plasticky feel wasn't, it just feels like it's in packaging, which it is, but I think I kind of like something that feels a little more durable, or I mean, here I say that, and I'm using $1 pouch. It's probably about the same caliber as this. This isn't bad, and it's nice that it's all arranged, but like this is flexible here, and this is the crispy stuff in the front. It feels like temporary storage. Nothing wrong with that, but I like the feel of grabbing a pouch like this. And so then I can just kind of look in there. This is big enough, since it has the flat bottom seam to it. I can look in and see what I want to use, and I feel like this is just nicer to grab. It may be a little bit bigger than it needs to be, but I'll play around with it and see if I like it. If I don't, I can go back to this. I'll hang on to that. I will resist the urge to just throw it away. So I'll just set it back here on my craft counter and give it a few days. I will probably look for something else, but I'm going to try this for a while. Pretty colors, but feels like a shower curtain kind of thing. So that's kind of cute for a bath product, but maybe not what I want to hold my pens and pencils in and so forth. But it'll be good for now. So I like that. It stands up on its own. It'll be perfect for when I'm using those highlighters. So that's all. I will let you go. I thank you for watching. Hope that you're encouraged to use your pouches that you have on hand. I'm talking and I'm thinking of maybe a couple I have still yet somewhere around the house. If this is handy for you, I think it's a good idea. It's a good way of organizing and using things all at once. I think it's weird and kind of funny that I have all these, because I remember watching a video a while back and somebody was showing all their pouches. I'm like, why do you need all those pouches? And that's so like redundant. Doesn't it drive you crazy? But now I understand, because it just, for me, it's a good way of keeping the supplies handy and usable. And that's my big thing. If I don't see them, I don't use them. In this way, I see them all the time. I know what's there, and I can easily grab it when I want to use one of those kinds of resources. All right, that's all. See you soon.